Do you ever wonder if there is more to who you are than just your title, your personality, or even your everyday behaviors? If so, this episode is for you. Today, I'm going to share a very personal story with you, and it is going to reveal a very deep part of yourself I bet you haven't touched yet. Let's begin.
Are you ready to shine? Come on, it's the shiny one.
You got this. Hello, Shiny Minds. Sorry to interrupt, but I just wanted to tell you that this Shiny Minds show is sponsored by my Academy of neuro-shine technology, where myself as the founder and my hand-selected amazing elite ICF accredited coach educators are here to support you, to make you feel safe, seen, heard, appreciated, free to become whoever you want to be, and also transformed forever, inside out. We are here to hold your hand and to support your growth. If you feel it in your heart to become more and achieve more, then go to shinyunsal.com, grab that PDF, and we will see you inside. Welcome to the Shiny Minds Show with Dr. Shiny. This is Dr. Shiny Burcu Ünsal. I am the proud creator of neuro-shine technology, the founder of the Academy of neuro-shine technology, the creator and the producer of this Shiny Minds Show with you, all my shiny minds. And I am an ICF Master Certified Coach. I have trained practitioners and master practitioners of neuro-linguistic programming since 2011. And I have been a part of University of California in Los Angeles, UCLA, as a leadership and emotional intelligence instructor, course author, and professor. I have so many other things that I can introduce myself to you as, but as you know, that's not the point today. Today, we're talking beyond titles. We are going beyond our behaviors, and then we are looking deeper into the core of who we are. And the story that I would like to share with you today is something that is so dear to my heart. I never shared this before in any of my episodes because I think that was never the time. So now I feel like this story is to be shared. And that is a very meaningful story. So first of all, why do you care about this story? Because we all have our stories that we want to share with each other. The stories inspire us. They remind us who we are. They kind of guide us to the right path that we are meant to go. You know how you go about your day, you just do your things and you just mind your own business. And then you may forget what this whole life is about. You know the feeling? It kind of becomes like redundant and everyday, boring, and you lose the juice, the joy, and the passion. In these stories, you can reconnect with your passion, purpose, and mission. And this story is extra special to me because the hero of this story is not here with us anymore. He is in other dimensions. He passed away in 2015, and he left something very, very dear to my heart. The story begins when I first came to the United States back in 2004, and I met this gentleman whose name is Anoush. Anoush June, actually. He asked me to call him Anoush June. In Farsi language, because he was from Iran, June is the part of the language that they add to make it dear. We also have that in Turkish, canım, dear. Burcucum, for example, in my Turkish language, it becomes Jum. And it's the same for their language. His name was Anoush, and then I was calling him Anoush June. When I met this gentleman, he was so friendly to a point, to a fault. He was friendly. And he was so willing to help me. I couldn't understand why. I was blown away with the support and the love that he offered me. And it was so unforgettable. He approached me telling me that, oh, you must be Turkish. I heard you speaking. I was watching you from a distance. We were at a restaurant at that point. And then he said, are you a student here? And I said, yes. How did you know? And then he goes, well, I can tell. And he asked me about what I want to do with my life, how long I have been here, and what I want to do with my school, what I want to achieve after I graduate, all those like questions that not everybody cares about. And then I told him all that. And then he said, here's my card. Call me and I'm going to change your life. I was like, excuse me? And then he repeated, here's my card. Call me. I'm going to change your life. Then I received the card and I looked at him. As you can imagine, all kinds of ideas and scenarios are running in my head. Is this a joke? Is this a movie? Is someone watching me? Or is this a threat? Is this a dangerous situation? Should I just run away? I just came to US. I am 25 years old. I am studying. I am working on a future that I want to create so much. And this gentleman, an Iranian gentleman, is approaching me. And then he looks like a happy Buddha, by the way, with a belly and a bald head. And then he is smiling and he has this like fatherly figure about him. There is nothing dangerous about him. You can't. I felt it. And intuitively, I didn't feel he was dangerous. Intuitively, I really felt he was genuine. And again, when he left, I thought about it and then I asked myself all kinds of questions because, I am in Los Angeles, first time in my life and anything can happen. And I still called him. What would you do? I'm so curious. Drop me a comment and tell me what you would do in that situation. Would you call him? Would you not? If yes, why? If no, why? I'm super curious. So anyways, I called him and he knows that I am staying at this hotel far away from my school. My school is UCLA. I was actually studying business and marketing at that time. And he came to pick me up from my school and he drove me all the way to his house in Encino. And he said he's going to change and then he wants to introduce me to his girlfriend. And along the way, he's driving and I am absolutely uncomfortable, as you can imagine. I am asking him thousands of questions. Why are you doing this? What do you mean you want to help me? Why do you want to help me? What do you want? I'm not going to have sex with you if that's what you are going to ask me. That's not going to happen. Who are you? Why do you help people? I am asking him millions of questions. And then he is driving his car in a very composed and grounded way. And then he's looking at me and then he's telling me, it's not about you. This is who I am. I have a kid, a daughter that I can't see because she is in Iran. And I decided to help other international girls so that I feel like I'm helping my own daughter. And he also said, I made quite a lot of mistakes in my life that I am not very proud of. And I want to do it right. I want to help others. I know that's the best way to become a better person. So I'm just helping because I like it. I truly like it and enjoy it. And it makes my life more beautiful. I don't need your sex. I have a girlfriend. Don't worry about it. And I don't need anything from you. I just see a potential somewhat intuitively that I can touch and make a difference in your life. He just explained all that. And then we went home to his house. And then I met his girlfriend, Michelle. My God, my dear Michelle. And she's gorgeous. This white American, blue eyes, blonde, incredibly delightful, compassionate woman. She greets and hugs, gives me a hug, hugs me and gives me all the love. And I am like confused, like what's going on here? Like what is happening here? So, and then we go out and we to a dinner and then we talk about life. And then he starts lecturing me about how to create a life here in the United States. And he starts telling me how to create a life, what to watch out for, how to do anything. He literally became my mentor, my advisor, my father figure. And he always made sure that I would understand that United States of America is a place where the dreams can come true. And at the same time, it is going to require full commitment. He told me that he would help me out by even supporting me to different lengths that nobody else would, but he said he will because for some reason he believes in me. And you know what he did? He actually got me a car because after 1 month of picking me up and dropping me off at my hotel and then even like asking his girlfriend to do the same, he finally said, you know what, this is a lot. And I said, well, listen, I am coming from Istanbul. I am not used to big cities and then being in a bus. Like I need a car. And then he goes, okay, I'll buy you a car, but you're going to pay me penny by penny until the last penny. And I'm like, deal. Absolutely. We literally went and shopped for a car, an old car, I remember, and he paid $3,000 out of his pocket. This is 2004, you guys. Okay. And then he paid it out of his pocket. And then he said, you're going to pay me every dime back. And I did. It's incredible. How would you feel if somebody just supported you like that? I believe he was my angel. He really was my angel. And for the next decade, I had him in my life, although I actually left back to Istanbul because I met my first husband and he proposed to go back and get married. And then I left my American dream behind for that. And that was 2006. And in 2010, I came back. He was still here. So I got to enjoy his presence for another 5 years. And he was the reason why I was able to come back because I knew that he was here and then he would support me to start out. And I even stayed in his place for the first 3 weeks before I found myself a place. And he always brought good luck, good energy to my life. And I was not the only one. He was helping a ton of girls. And then, as a matter of fact, he called his house IHOP, International House of Pancakes. Have you ever been there? Anyone? He said, my house is the International House of Pancakes because we had all kinds of women from Ethiopia to Russia to Ukraine to Turkey to Iran to all kinds of places. And then he would throw these Friday night parties, dinner parties. We would go dance, eat, have fun, laugh, listen to his lectures and grow, enjoy life. Can you imagine? He would even throw birthday parties for me, and his girlfriend, Michelle, would cook for us. And she would be a part of this International House of Pancakes woman. And she would support us. She would give us so much love, like limitless love. And it's so easy to forget about the people that help us. I asked him once, Anoush, why do you help me? What do you want? And then he said, because I can. And I want you to do the same when you can. And that conversation still stays with me. And I believe that was when my heart was deeply opened. And then I saw there was goodness in the world. There was a good human soul who did not expect anything but love, but gratitude. And he was even the person to encourage me when I came back from Istanbul for the third time to try out, to give my dreams a chance. He was the one encouraging me to start my own business. I was so afraid. And then he showed me exactly what to do. And then he told me what exactly would happen if I just do it. He encouraged me and I did it. It was the new year, the first day of the year. We met at the Denny's in Westwood, UCLA. I remember 1st of January, 2011. He encouraged me so much. I went home. I went to LegalZoom. If you know anything about LegalZoom, I literally created my DBA, my first business application. I did it that night. And that's how Academy of Neuro-shine Technology was born on January 1st of 2011 with the heart of Anoush. He passed away in 2015, 2 days after Mother's Day. We were coming back from Las Vegas with my man at that time. And we gave him a call. And then I actually jokingly said, Happy Mother's Day, Anoush June. And then we laughed so hard because, he was my mom, my dad, everything here in United States. And then we laughed so hard. And then 2 days later, we got the news that when he was on the field playing soccer, he had a heart attack. And just like that, he passed. Exactly the way that my father passed away, heart attack. And then they also passed at the same age, the same way. I just shared a story with you because there are people in our life that we may forget, but if they didn't exist, we wouldn't exist. We wouldn't be where we are today. I just wanted to send my love to Anoush June, to all the Anoush Junes in the world, to all the good human beings in the world that are helping others without expecting anything, just supporting. I was so absolutely blessed by his love, his care, his support. And then you know what he would say? He would say, I don't believe in love. I believe in care. And then he said, you can show somebody that you care. That's how love becomes tangible. And then he had a saying. He would say, stay strong. We'll just go from there. He would just keep saying that. Oh gosh, I am so grateful. And when I created my business, obviously, back in 2011, it was with his love, with this incredible human being who was an angel in my life. And that's why still today, when I look at my business, my Academy of Neuro-shine Technology, the way that I go about my business is so different. I didn't create a business just to create a business. I created a business because there was somebody who supported me, who made me believe that there is goodness in the world and that we can attract all kinds of angels like him in our life if we just be open. So I'll just leave my story with you and ask you this coaching question to make sure you go deep within yourself and to contemplate on this. Who in your life is trying to give you so much love and support, but perhaps you're not open and not seeing it? Who's that person? Perhaps there was this person in your past and you didn't appreciate them. You didn't say thank you to them. You didn't share your gratitude, your heart with them. Who's that person? Perhaps you can take an action and share your gratefulness, your thankfulness with them so that they feel the deep fulfillment of helping someone and seeing their growth, seeing the light that they shine through their core essence. So that's it for today. This is just a story that I wanted to share with you. Just know that there is more to who you are than your everyday life, your persona, your titles, your behaviors, anything that you do. Because at the core of who you are, you radiate a certain soul signature that others feel and get attracted to, just like I experience. My life is full of angels. How about your life? Until next time, keep shining your light.
Go galactic. Go galactic.
Go galactic.
Then you're in the right place. Let's go, let's go.